Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to learn about radioactive pollution. It is a subcategory of radiation pollution. Radioactive pollution can be defined as the emission of high energy particles or radioactive substances into air, water, or land due to human activities in the form of radioactive waste, production of nuclear fuel, nuclear power reactors, use of radionuclides in industries for various applications, nuclear tests carried out by defense personnel, disposal of nuclear waste, uranium mining. The main radiation hazard comes from ionizing radiation such as beta rays, alpha rays, gamma rays, and X rays. These are ionizing radiations capable of causing genetic mutations in living organisms. Mainly, there are three types of conditions for radioactive pollution. Firstly, continuous pollution. This type of condition exists in uranium mines, nuclear reactors, and laboratories where the humans are under continuous exposure to radioactive contaminants. The second one is accidental pollution. This type of condition exists during accidental exposure to radiations by virtue of equipment failure, radiation leakage. The third one is occasional pollution. This condition exists during isolated experiment or test of nuclear substance. We know nuclear energy is utilized for constructive purposes, for example, generation of electric power, radiotherapy, etc., and destructive purposes, for example, atom bomb, nuclear explosions, etc. Then, what are the man made sources of radioactive pollution? These include radiotherapy, nuclear tests, nuclear reactor, radioactive fallout, nuclear power plants, radioactive waste, radioactive ore processing, industrial and medical research. We know radionuclides used in radiotherapy of diseases like cancer constitute a source of radiation pollution, as they are often indiscriminately used and improperly handled. Nuclear explosion tests carried out by various countries pose a major radiation threat to all living organisms as they introduce a large quantity of long-lived radionuclides to the environment, which gets distributed all over the globe. The radioactive dust that falls to the earth after a nuclear explosion is called radioactive fallout. It becomes suspended up to a height of 7 to 8 kilometers above the Earth's surface and is carried by air currents around the world. The dust contains radionuclides which usually settle down with rain and pollute soil and water. From the soil, they enter into plants and thereby enter the food chain. Once they enter the body of a living organism, they radiate internally throughout its lifespan. The leakage of nuclear radiation from nuclear reactors contributes considerably to radiation pollution. The nuclear power plants set up in various parts of the world to produce electric power have become a major radiation threat to the whole world. The 3 Mile Island power plant leakage in USA in 1979 and the Chernobyl power plant leakage in USSR in 1986 are examples for the power plant accidents which caused the death of thousands of people. The radioactive waste from nuclear reactors and power plants contain a very large number of radionuclides. The storage, transportation, and disposal of these waste are major problems of the present nuclear industry. They cause widespread radiation damage from wherever they are deposited, irrespective of whether it is deep under the Earth's surface or in the deepest portions of the oceans. Radionuclides from the mining and processing units of radioactive ores pollute soil, water, and air and cause extensive radiation pollution. Researchers in the industrial and medical fields include the use of radionuclides and produce radiation effects which damage the environment. Then, what are the hazards of radioactive pollution? Radioactive pollution creates dangerous effects on all kinds of living organisms. Damage by the radiation from radionuclides depends upon the type of radiation, period, and frequency of exposure. Sublethal doses of radiation can cause symptoms like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, loss of appetite, and general weakness within a few hours of exposure. Exposure to acute doses would produce symptoms of nausea, vomiting, diarrhea initially and would cause death within a few weeks. Long-term exposure to even small quantities of radiation would cause cancer in different parts of the body or leukemia. Even short-term exposure to slightly larger quantities of radiation can cause cancer of the breast, thyroid, lung, or even brain. Radiations can break down enzymes, proteins, and radionuclides and thereby cause various metabolic disorders. Radiation can cause internal bleeding and blood vessel damage, which become evident as red spots in the skin. Radiations can damage eye cells and induce cataract. Radiation can cause bone marrow depression, kidney liver disorders, damage to reproductive organs, and gastrointestinal disorders. Radiations produce genetic effects including gene mutations and chromosome abnormalities which are transmitted to the next generation. Exposure to radiation kills plant cells and thereby destroys vegetation. Water pollution by radioactive materials destroy aquatic pollution through radiation effects. There are three types of impact of radiation pollution on human health. These are immediate effect, prolonged effect, and delayed effect. We know the United States developed two types of atomic bombs during the Second World War and dropped them on Japan at Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The example for immediate effect is that Hiroshima and Nagasaki incidents killed at least 129,000 people. Prolonged effect example is that Hiroshima and Nagasaki incidents affecting third generation also. The delayed effect example is that it would cause cancer. Then what are the control measures for radioactive pollution? High chimneys and high ventilators should be used at places where radioactive contamination is high. While working with radionuclides, hoods, gloves, and masks made of protective materials should be used. Production of radioisotopes should be minimized. Extreme care should be exercised during the disposal of radioactive waste. All safety precautions should be taken to prevent leakage of radiation from nuclear reactors and power plants. The number of nuclear installations should be minimized. Nuclear explosion tests and production of nuclear weapons should be stopped completely because a nuclear war would obviously wipe out the entire human race from the surface of the earth. The motto to control radioactive pollution is that less time, more distance, and more shielding. That is, for less radiation received, less time spent near source, greater distance from the source, and behind shielding from the source. Today we have learned about radioactive pollution, sources, hazards, and control measures. In the next part, we will discuss about Hiroshima, Nagasaki incidents and Chernobyl disaster.